With the release day of Avengers Infinity War ever so slowly creeping closer, I find it harder to contain my excitement to see Spider-Man get chokeslammed and Iron Man's face get caved in by an angry great boy. And we all know with a new Marvel movie, especially the biggest one yet, we'll see a ton of new Nerf Marvel products coming out. Now before the movie is released and any products are officially announced, I want to try my hand at introducing my top 6 Avengers Infinity War Nerf guns and weapons that should be created. What's going on everyone, my name is Legit Bread. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Hulk smash that subscribe button for more Nerf videos. This list of Nerf products are weapons I would like to see based on the Infinity War trailer and TV spot analysis, speculation, leaks, articles, and past Marvel movies. A lot of my ideas may be pushing the limits of what's possible, but this is all for fun and hopefully you'll find them enjoyable too. This video will contain past Marvel movie spoilers and possible spoilers for Infinity War, so you have been warned. Let's start this list off with number 6. I think it's time for a war buddy with the busted brain, Bucky Barnes, to get his own Nerf blaster. Like, come on, the man has been through a lot and he's had a big impact on the direction of the MCU. He's used a variety of guns in Winter Soldier and Civil War, and I felt like it was kind of a missed opportunity that Hasbro didn't give him a single cross-promotional blaster. But it's not too late for that because we see Bucky back in action in Infinity War. In the trailer and TV spot, he's brandishing an M249 SAW paratrooper, the same one seen in Civil War. Alright, so what ideas do we have for a Winter Soldier Nerf gun? First of all, of course, make it a clip system blaster with a side magwell. They could easily reskin the Star Wars First Order Stormtrooper blaster for this. If we want to get fancy, Hasbro could throw in a shoulder stock and a repainted modulus red dot sight to complete the look. If we want to get super fancy, it would be crazy if we got a brand new blaster with the body of the Rapid Strike, the magwell of the Stormtrooper blaster, and the bipod legs of the Thunderhawk. That would really match what we see in the movies. Oh yeah, if you have no idea what the Thunderhawk is, you can check out my video covering the latest 2018 Nerf guns. A blaster of that magnitude would totally match the Winter Soldier's weapon of choice. Heck, they could even just repaint the Thunderhawk in Winter Soldier colors and that in itself would be badass. Number 5. After Thor Ragnarok the theaters, we saw Thor's hammer get crushed, his eye get slashed, and his lightning powers get seriously upgraded. We see firsthand how OP his ridiculous lightning jutsu is as he shreds through the berserkers. He's fully capable of fighting without a weapon, but Infinity War images and leaked merchandise pictures show us something intriguing. We see Thor wielding a new weapon which could possibly be the mighty battle axe Jarbjorn? Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it, my Old Norse is a little rusty. Anyways, it's quite plausible that the God of Lightning gets a new weapon, and if it's the axe we're talking about, I would love to see a Nerf foam weapon of it. Make it huge, bigger than any N-Force weapon ever created. Also, give it the good quality foam we've seen in the Vendetta swords. It's gotta be badass to wield or display as a formidable Marvel collectible, and since this is Hasbro, we have to give it a steep price tag. Then double it. Number 4. Alongside many other characters to get an upgrade, we also see Tony Stark all suited up in new Iron Man armor. Infinity War merchandise, promo art, the TV spot, and more confirms that Stark now possesses the Iron Man armor model 51. Also known as the Model Prime armor, it has the ability to shapeshift into whatever form of armor that Tony thinks of. It's like Transformers without Michael Bay. In these photos, Stark looks like an Assassin's Creed killer from the future with some sweet metal blades coming out from his wrists. Assuming we're going to see this in the movie, it would be fitting to see a new Iron Man wrist blaster modeled after this. Make a red and silver version of the rail blade and attach it via a bottom tactical rail to this wrist blaster. Or maybe make the blaster transform like the Optimus Prime blaster or the Stealthfire shield. There's no limit to what Iron Man's armor can shapeshift into, so that level of creativity would be nice to see in a Model 51 inspired blaster. This wouldn't be an Avengers movie without the first Avenger, Captain America. Now a shieldless war criminal with a respectable beard, this is the most drastic iteration of Steve Rogers we've seen within the MCU so far. And with a new Cap comes the opportunity for a new Nerf Captain America weapon. We first caught sight of Rogers' new shield in the last part of the trailer, and then we got an even better look at them in the Super Bowl TV spot. They're black, sleek, Wakandan-made gauntlets that fold out into shields. Like, that's awesome. For this to become an awesome Nerf gun, Hasbro could make a wrist blaster with a similar design to the vintage Max Force Manta Ray. It would be a wearable blaster and have a button that you could press to make the shield snap out. Somehow work in a couple of barrels into the blaster, and now you have a cool product that shoots darts and can of course act as a shield. Number 2. Despite all of Falcon's cool gadgets and gizmos, he's yet to receive his own product within the Nerf line. As we've seen in past movies and most recently the Infinity War trailer, Falcon is back with his signature twin guns, the Steyr SPP. If we take a look at them, the magazine is inserted into the handle, which means if Hasbro were to make something like this, it would have to be a rival blaster in order to be practical. A couple blasters with this feature that pop up into my head are the rival Helios and Hera. I'm probably pushing the boundaries of what Hasbro is willing to make, but I would love to see Falcon get a minimized Hera type rival blaster within the Nerf Marvel line. NGA was the first YouTuber to successfully minimize the Hera, and my god, it is glorious. It's essentially the same gun but with all the dead space removed. NGA is a great dude, helped me out with one of my past videos actually, so if you got the time, check out his Nerf Hera mod. Think about how amazing this would be if Hasbro made this, a brand new compact semi-auto rival blaster that totally matches Falcon's twin guns in so many ways. Hasbro, if you're watching, make it happen. I think it would be a product that the Nerf community would love. It would make so many past blasters obsolete, but from what we've seen with the release of the Nemesis last year to the announcement of the Prometheus this year, Hasbro doesn't seem afraid to kill off their own creations pretty quickly. Shout out to these awesome people for answering the last question of the day. Let me know which weapon you want Hasbro to create the most and why down in the comment section below, and you might get a shout out in the next video. Finally, it's time for number 1. The Infinity War Nerf weapon I want the most is a blaster based on the Infinity Gauntlet. 10 years of Marvel movies have led up to Infinity War where Thanos is finally going to wreak havoc with it. So yeah, it's a big deal. To nerfify this, it would be unfortunately another wrist blaster I'm talking about here, but it would be the coolest one yet. I could see it being similar in shape to the Nerf motorized Arc FX Gauntlet, except it would cover most of the user's forearm. The Nerf Gauntlet would have Infinity Stone shaped LEDs embedded in it that would light up every time the blaster is primed. Since the user's arm is inserted into the blaster, it would make sense that a priming mechanism and trigger like the Stealthfire shields would be used. Like the Voidcaster, pulling the trigger primes and fires the blaster at the same time. It's easy to grip and use, but at the high expense of very limited ranges. As for the barrels, we could have 4 of them in the knuckle region of the gauntlet with different dark colors depending on the Infinity Stone. And to add even more features to this gauntlet, it could have different sound effects every time the trigger is pulled. This is an ambitious and expensive idea, but if it were well built and packaged in some beautiful box art, it could have the potential to be a glorious Nerf Marvel collectible or a neat pimped out Voidcaster reshell. Thanks for watching everyone. It would mean a lot to me if you could press that bell button to join the notification squad. Check out my analysis of the new 2018 Nerf guns as well as my crazy Nerf Nemesis mod video. Links to buy Nerf gear are in the description and all my past Nerf videos are in the top right corner. Once again, thank you for watching and I'll see you all in the next one.